Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great day. See Carolina's in here. How you doing, brother? Renegade, how you doing, my man? Lisa Ann, thank you, dear, for stopping in. Hope you're all having a great weekend. We got this big shiny bright thing up in the sky today. More this afternoon than anything, but I haven't seen it like in a couple days. So it rained so much here Friday that they canceled the pool early Friday evening for Saturday evening. So they got a whole bunch of rain down there. So how's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right? Let me get my chat up here. Where's that? There it is. Okay. Now I can see in real time what's going on. Oh, I love it. There we go. So, what the heck was that? What are all the little crowns next to everybody? Are you guys seeing that? Little crowns next to people's names? Renegade has number 3. Carolina's got 1. Lisa's got 2. That must be when you come in. Is that when you came into the chat? Chicken fried rice and another cream. Chicken fried rice actually sounds good. Let's see, Friday night I was hungry for pizza, but I couldn't order it. So, hey, what's happening, everything, guy? How you doing tonight? But I couldn't order it, so I did Saturday night, and so I had pizza Saturday night. So let's see. Maybe it's how many times you've commented. Scott's eating beef fried shrimp. Okay. Never heard of beef fried shrimp. Sounds good, but I've never heard of it. Beer fried shrimp. Oh, okay. I can't read today. Beer and fried shrimp, or beer battered fried shrimp. It's got to be one of those days, y'all. But I am happy. I got a whole bunch of stuff done this weekend. I got Mom's golf cart fixed. Hey, Thomas, how you doing, buddy? Oh, hi, Scott. I forgot to say hi to you when he come in. There was a bad battery cable on it. It's electric golf cart, and it showed fully charged. And you turn it on, hit the gas, and it would like start to go forward, and it'd die, and just wouldn't do anything. So had a bad cable on it, so we fixed that, and now she'll be able to. It's supposed to be nice and warm and sunny this week, so she'll be able to zip around the yard and get her yard work done. Worked on my brother's tractor a little bit before that Saturday morning. He had it up for sale on Marketplace, and the guy was going to come look at it Saturday afternoon. So we wanted to make sure that it was all tip-top, running shape, and it was. Guy come and look at it, started driving it out the trailer. It stalled, got it restarted, and then it was just spitting and sputtering and searching and everything. And the carburetor needed to be taken completely off and cleaned really, really good. And, but the guy bought it anyways and took it home. So that's cool, from over in Pennsylvania. And then I finished up Plan B. he's ready to go. Monkey Business is ready to go. We just need some dry weather so we can get them both to the track. So yeah, we're rolling. So apparently those little crowns are community leaderboard. Don't know what that is. Maybe it's how many times you comment. You get your ranking higher. Yeah. Huh. How's your midlife crisis car? I like the chat we're having down here in the comments. Andrew's calling Scott old man, and Scott's saying Andrew's old too. We're all old. Well, except for Carolina, he's still kind of wet behind the ears. No, that's not a midlife crisis car. They've got other names for those, but are you talking about the little crown things, Lisa's? Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know if I can take that off there. I don't think I can do it from here. Special badges, live chat. Yeah, I don't know how it. I'll have to look and see if there's a way I can shut it off in studio next time I set it up. Yeah, it's based on. Let's see here. Let me see if I can read the thing again. What is Community Leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in the live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get the leaderboard? You'll need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. So yeah, I guess it's however the more times you comment, the higher your ranking is, I guess. Looks like. So yeah, I'm gonna see if it's kind of interesting, but I'm gonna see if I can shut it off for the next go around. Yeah, because I don't have studio up right now. Yeah, I'll have to take care of that. See if I can shut it off for the next live stream because it is kind of annoying. $64 and earned every year. I think we've all earned every year we're on this rock. Legally blonde too, technically. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen one. Oh, Renegade's only 25. Okay. I see how that is. So I'm just going to warn y'all, the cooking video for this coming week, it's not a real long video. It's not much of a cooking video. I mean, it is a cooking video, but not much of a recipe. I just I was busy out in the garage, and yeah. $55. Oh, well, happy early birthday, Renegade. I've got a few more months till I turn 54. I think it is. Yeah, 54. Oh, 15th. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So, in other news, we're gaining on the 5,000 subscriber. We are at, I looked earlier today, 4863. So we're less than 150 away. Should we do something special for 5,000, or just let it roll by and hopefully we'll hit 10,000 in about 10 years? Seems like I get about 1,000 a year, give or take. I think it is, because when I first originally started this, thing, I didn't think I was going to get 100, let alone almost 5,000. I'm turning 25. No, I don't want to be 25 again. 25 was. Earlier. Ooh. So Carolina's kind of a little crispy today. I worked out. Well, I went to the grocery store earlier this morning. I was there about 6:15 or something like that. I was home by 7:30ish, 7:30ish, somewhere like that. Ate a little breakfast, and then I was in the garage by 8:30, and I worked out there for a long time, up through lunch. I finally, hey, look, we got company. Hi, Daryl.
Hello, Ed.
What's that?
Not much. Just kind of got my timing was off a little bit. I was this close to finishing what I was doing out there, and you know how that goes.
Oh yeah. Damn ads. Yep. Ads are what pays to make up a little bit of the difference of what I put out to make these videos and hold the live streams and stuff.
Hey, everybody.
I get about $150 a month from ad revenue, and I figured it up one time that with the electric, the internet, the everything I do in the shop, the parts and time and all that kind of stuff, I put out $300 to $400 a month just to do YouTube. So, please watch the ads. Watch the videos all the way through. Like and comment, subscribe, do all that. That helps offset the output of this. Not that I don't like y'all, but it is a little bit of money. Oh yeah, 5K is an accomplishment. I do like it.
I almost had a thought that I was going to start back up again the other day, but I don't know whether it's worth it or not. At times, I mean, because what I got to do now is mostly in the shop if I do anything, because I ain't getting out riding no more, so that takes the ATVs out the question. So other than working on them, And so,
Hi, John. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in,
okay.
man. So, yeah, John threatened to not be my friend no more because I keep sending him memes about, bad memes about Fords.
Well, half the problem is I send them to you first, so he definitely wouldn't like me then, would he?
Oh,
The
playtime.
the devil has arrived.
The Ford guys, John.
The ones in high heels and lipstick on,
Yeah, but
or the ones sitting on the tailgate waiting on the wrecker.
waiting on the wrecker.
Yeah.
Well, I send them all to him. You know, if we can't pick on one another, I mean, like I told John, dude, like after the '80s, they're all junk.
that's that's it.
It's like putting lipstick on a pig. They're all the same basically.
Yeah, they're just
You know.
well.
Yeah, I like I said, they just after the '80s, uh, they just I mean they all just kind of blend together and
Actuality, the the early '70s when they started putting all that daggone emissions BS on was when they really started downhill with the problem.
yeah. But I mean, at least the '80s still had they had the uh, basically were still a small block. They just had that injector hat deal up on top,
Yeah,
that port injection deal. But
yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Later, Tom.
all right, Thomas. You have a good day, bud. Thanks for stopping in, man. But you know, but once they start computer controlling them, I mean, they're all pieces of crap anymore.
Yep. More junk to break down.
Yep. More expensive to fix.
That's for sure.
And I haven't been on Facebook a lot just because it's kind of teeing me off. Uh, you actually have to go search for what your friends are posting because they're sending me like 50 million different ads and people they think I like and or would like and all that kind of shit. And uh,
Them people that pay to get you to look at their pay, they like their page or something.
yeah. Hey, Ken.
Hey, Ken.
That is community ranking, John. The higher the number, the more you're interacting with the community. And right now, you are number one because you're posting the most uh, or commenting the most. And then Renegade's number two. So, uh, no, I'm not gonna add. I'm not gonna switch to any other. You know, I'll stick to watching my videos and stuff on the TikTok and Instagram. But um, yeah, they. But yeah, so I don't get to watch a lot of or see a lot of what my friends and stuff are posting because it's just a pain in the butt to go find. But anyways, I was scrolling through stuff and I seen an ad for some major automotive repair chain uh, is hiring, and they're they're offering $53 an hour to start. Well, it ain't no wonder that you know the hourly rate for the places is $130 or $140 an hour. You know,
Welcome to the big boy leagues there now. I mean, that's what it used to be when I pulled into a daggum dealership, had to get my truck worked on.
from
Those were big boy prices.
Pride, John. I didn't post any of my pics from Pride Month, brother. You know, I feel everybody has equal rights. If a woman wants to marry a woman, or a guy wants to marry a guy, or whatever, vice versa, blah blah blah, you're all entitled to the equal heartache and pain and suffering of being married.
But
So
you seen how they rose up in women's sports with the testicle injuries.
injuries, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, not the Pride you were talking about. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr.
But,
Jeffrey, how are you, sir?
hi, Jeff. Exactly. Equal rates, equal fights. You know, because there's always a femme side and a masculine side of every relationship, and uh, yeah, I liked the Hello Kitty. About 3 days, and you hide every ad come across for 30 days. You won't see them. Then you see them more. Do the same thing. Uh, that that's too much work. I just want to scroll and see what my friends are up to and what they're hanging out, what they're doing, and you know, I get 10 ads for every one post, and 90% of them are people I don't even know. So
Yep. When you gonna break out that big grill you got there, Ed? With the big fancy grill you got with for you cooking with Ed shows.
I've been using the big one I have. Are you talking that pickup truck bed one, or the one
That's
with the Lambo doors,
yeah.
or what are they? Something door, the big hydraulic doors that fold up. Yeah, yeah. Sponsors and ads are getting old on Facebook. Exactly, John. But I did like that idea of the old pickup truck bed with the charcoal in the bottom of the floor, and then it had like 3 or 4 racks that rotated. So you put your chicken or burgers or anything, whatever, and it would actually rotate them
Yeah.
automatically. Um, that was a good idea. I like that. if
Well,
I had more,
you actually got one there. You got an old truck sitting there, ain't you, Ed?
I got a couple of them.
All you got to do is put your a Briggs and Stratton on one on a motor on that chains, turn them with.
I'm thinking just run it off the tire and you can just drive down the road. You know, but it wouldn't do me no good to build one because I ain't got enough friends to use anything like that to feed them all.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, it'd be kind of handy if you're sitting on the side of the road or.
Actually, I think it was a Ford step side bed that they were using, an old like this what 60s
Something like that.
barrel. Yeah,
Yeah, something. I can't remember. I've looked at something. I don't know what the day was, but it was grill after grill after grill after grill that kept popping up.
yeah. Well, you must have either clicked on an ad about a grill or was talking to somebody about a grill.
I don't know. This thing here. This thing here. If you just think about something, it'll pop up. So I mean,
Was that on Instagram or Facebook? You
that was
sent
on
it.
Facebook.
Okay, I'll send it to you in a little bit, John. Uh, Matter of fact, I'll do it right now while we're thinking about it, so I don't forget. Because I got a mind like a steel trap. It's rusted open. It don't catch nothing.
Yeah, it was. They had big old. That there with the big tenderloins on it, or ribs was one I was wanting. That sounds like it's probably it.
That's it. Uh, that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yep. And yep, I'm not kidding. I ain't got no friends. Ken's my friend, but he has to be. He's kind of blood.
Well, I don't even claim my blood no more. So at least you got one friend.
You like that, John? Did you watch that video? That would be. I mean, if you did like if you did like parties and stuff like that and catered stuff, that would be, that would be interesting. Um, I like how it had the little flippy things where it just kind of kept rolling.
Yeah, it's just that way it's cooked on every side. I mean,
Yeah, John's my friend too. But yeah, all my friends, they live so far away. It would take me like a month to make a round trip, to barbecue for everybody. So I can't afford that. Oh, okay. Ken's wife likes me too, so I got two local ones. Now, John, you don't watch everyone because you don't have Instagram, and I keep trying to send you Instagram videos.
well, I didn't think I had a TikTok, but evidently I do. I can click on them, and I got a TikTok, and I don't even know how I got it. So.
Yeah, friends were barbecue. Yeah, I like barbecue too. That's all right, Scott. Find me a toter home. Find me a little bus. Then I can make my travels because it's the lodging and stuff. Traveling in between places. That's what is expensive.
Well, I sent you a big old bus the other day, Ed. It already had the generators and
I seen
all
that.
all that built in. I mean, the generators, the air conditioning. You had a portable cat house on wheels. I mean, you just need to
Yeah,
find you some women to fill it up.
but there's no way I could get that into the pulling tracks. I need something small so I can take it to the tractor pulls when I'm not traveling to see everybody.
Just go to the big tractor pulls, the ones at the fairgrounds and stuff like that.
Huh. Give you the old Airstream. Yeah. Someday I'll have a.
Get out there and fix it up and shine it up there, Scott. Them things are selling for all crazy money. If you got an Airstream.
Yeah. I seen a guy that took an Airstream and actually made it a motor home. Put a front axle under it, steering axle and stuff. I don't know if he set it on like a truck frame or what, but the front part they put windows with wipers on it. I think they kind of built it out so it's kind of square instead of rounded, but had headlights, taillights, everything. But it was an Airstream, which was pretty cool.
Jeff.
See you, Jeff. Hope you're doing all right, buddy.
Well, that makes it even better. It's one of the first ones they made. They actually made it out of a little bit of metal, probably, there, Scott. Yep. Back in '65.
So yeah, I'll get back on my search as soon as I get some other things taken care of. I got a few bills I got to pay off, and then I'll start my search again. Right now, I got too much going out.
Me too, John.
Not me. I wasn't even a twinkle in my mommy and daddy's eye. Hey, Roadrunner, what's happening?
Hey, Roadrunner.
But I need to hit the lottery, like always. I just don't play. Somebody else needs to hit the lottery for me. I keep finding, I keep seeing the little mini buses like I want, but them things are going for $5,000 to $9,000.
Yeah, I've been seeing. I've seen one for 2,500 the other day, Ed.
Was that was a big one though.
No, this was a small one.
Or was it a Ford?
It might have been Ford, and I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was probably the Ford. Scott plays the lottery weekly.
Yeah, I've been playing it weekly too lately. I've been weekly. The other way of spelling it, WEAKLY. I ain't spent no money on the lottery, and
well, it's been my experience in the past that anything I put money on, I just basically donate my money. I have probably only won stuff 2 or 3 times in my entire life, maybe a half dozen times my entire life of anything I had to pay for. Like, the 50-50 drawings at the tractor pulls, raffles, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff, lottery, So I usually just end up wasting my money. So I put it towards other things. Hey, Scott, how you doing, man?
Just getting back from my niece's barbecue for my new nephew that's coming.
Cool. You still back in New York, or did you back down south?
No, I'm in New York.
Okay. So, but yeah, I gotta. Apparently, my insurance and stuff went up on my house because my mortgage company informed me that I owe them $400 and some, or my mortgage payment a month goes up. Well, I've got the money, so I'm just going to pay it, so my monthly mortgage payment doesn't go up. And I gotta get the signed contract and stuff for my well or for my septic, which it's probably gone up too. It's probably another $250 plus a water test, which is another $75 for the water test itself, and I think it's $100 for them to come out and get the water sample. So, and then I got to put the down payment on my storage shed. So once I get all that stuff,
storage shed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one of the rent-to-own ones.
Yeah, those are nice.
The 12 by 20 actual wood structure and stuff. The covered one I have now, the little tarp thing looking like one that don't have a floor in it. It's been nice. It does its job, but everything, like in the summer, everything gets damp.
Yeah,
moisture from the ground.
The only thing about that though, Ed, is them rent-to-own jobs is you can't put no hooks, no hangers, or nothing else in the thing. I mean,
the last one I had, I could do anything I want. I put lights in it. I ran electric to it. I actually added a second loft to it. Yeah, they did.
They don't care what you do anymore, Daryl. You can paint the things pink with purple polka dots. If you don't make the payment, they take it back.
Yep.
I mean, the last time, the last time I looked into that, that rent to own stuff, that they said you couldn't put any holes in the wood. You couldn't hang anything. You couldn't.
No, they don't care anymore.
There's so many rules and regulations. I'd rather just go. I'd rather
No,
go.
they don't care. No, the Amish rent to own sheds, they don't care anymore. The only thing stipulation they put on them around here is like you can't add a window. That's the only thing they tell you. You can't add a window. But now you can take out the windows that come with it and put a different style. They just don't want you to make it. They don't want you to change something where you have to add a header. As long as you don't have to change the structural around, you can add lights, you can add wiring. But when I signed mine, you can do anything. Yep.
Yeah, my plan is to get one, and I'm going to get 3/8 plywood, and do 3/8 plywood 4 foot up all the way around the bottom. And that way, if I ever do want to insulate it, for an insulated structure, that's already there. So and all I have to do is just put the insulation down in. I can use blown in insulation or whatever and do it. And yeah, I've already got the pad. Ken come out with his tractor a couple weeks back there, and we got a nice big level place in the yard. I'm going to get some road grindings and put down on top of that where we did the leveling, just to keep, for the water and stuff don't run and erode out from around it and stuff. Ken, if you're still in here, text me again where to get them road grindings, where your contractor dude got his. I remember you tell me about it. I just don't remember where and how much. So yeah. Hopefully by the end of this, I guess this month, because this is the first. Hopefully by the end of this month, I'll get the shed ordered and get the get all them other bills paid off, and then I can start my search again for my toter home.
Yeah, those rent-to-own sheds are the way to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a 12 by 20, the actual garage door style, with a garage door on one end, man door on the side. So.
Yeah, but the prices of them daggone things went up so doggone much. You just about can build them for what you can build them cheaper than you can buy them now.
I can. I actually looked at it, but for what I looked at them, and I think the price was $225 a month for the one I'm looking at. If I would put $225 a month into materials, it would take me 2 years to buy all the materials to build it. So I don't have the capital sitting around to buy the materials all one big shot to build it. I could build it in a week, no big deal.
Get the big school bus, cut the back end off it, put your doors on it, and then have it ramp driving in and out, and then turn around and get you a small bus. Then you can buy the big school buses for $3,000 or $4,000.
Don't give me ideas, Darren. He's going to take that shed and put a motor on it and make it a redneck motorhome.
Hey.
The Clampett, the Clampett, still the Beverly Hillbillies.
A friend of mine was looking into getting one of those sea cans, the metal store, metal sea can things that come over on the ships.
Yeah. But
where he lives at, you can't. There are some kind of rule. You could have one of them little storage sheds, but only up to so big. You could have a big box trailer, like a race car trailer or anything, sitting on your property for storage. And he's like, oh, he goes, I can find a used one of them somewhere. Well, he couldn't find a used one of them somewhere. He actually looked into it, and they make wheels that bolt onto them storage containers so you can move them around yourself.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to buy a set of them wheels and put it on a storage container and leave them on the wheels so it was mobile. He could hook to it with a hitch and move it. But his wife's absolutely not. She was 100% against getting the C-Can to begin with. But to get around the rules, it wouldn't be a permanent structure, wouldn't be a permanent, like storage, shed or whatever. So that's on wheels and it can be moved. And he said, if I have to, he goes, I'll go out and hook to that thing like once a month and move it 3 or 4 foot forward and backwards, just to say that it's movable. So, but yeah, I actually thought about getting a full size bus. And what I was going to do is I was going to get one of those lift gates that goes straight up and down off the back of the truck, like the Pepsi and Coke trucks have. And that way,
cut the back end off it and slide and move everything forward, and you'd have a bed back there.
Well, you don't have to do that, Ed. Just take your old Chevy truck, your heavy Chevy, and put the shed on top of the frame. After you take the box off it, you have a redneck motorhome.
Yeah. But again, getting one of those in and out of some of the places I go to the polls, or would like to go to polls, height-wise, it probably would be pretty dang close, but length-wise, it'd be like taking a 35-foot motorhome in. So the best all-around deal that I can get would be one of them one-ton Chevy Express buses and a 14 or 16-foot trailer.
If you see a ditch, just hammer down when you go to make the turn in the driveway, and just let and just drag. Then you ride Swift on the side of it, and you'll be all right.
No, I don't want to be a Swift driver
or Amazon.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy that I pull with. He comes out of I want to say it's close to Pennsylvania or West Virginia, and he's got a 20 or 22 foot. It's an enclosed like car trailer. He used to drag race. Mm-hmm. He pulls tractors now, and he brings that thing to the tractor pulls, and it's about everything he wants to do to get that thing turned in the end of the driveway and up the hill and around the corner. And he can't go out the auxiliary entrance at the other end of the track because it goes uphill too fast. He tried it, and the truck gets up it, and then as soon as the front wheels drop out onto the road, the back end of the trailer goes down and hits the ground. And he said he's not going to rip the back of his trailer off. So he, when he goes to leave, he makes a big loop out across the track, down and out he goes. So, so yeah, I mean, I've weighed all my options. I thought about getting a 1-ton van. I could pick one of those up. They're just not. I want the bigger area inside.
You want to be able to stand up.
Yeah, at least mostly stand up. You know.
Well, get you one of those Sprinter vans then.
Well, yeah, they're $10,000-$12,000 used. 15.
Get a Dodge.
I looked at the Dodges. we actually rent some of the Dodge Sprinters at work. They're real nice. I mean, they are stand up. Plus, I've got about a foot above my head. They're roomy. They're easy to drive around. Yeah, I looked at, unless I get one that has 250 or 300,000 miles on it, they're still $25,000 with, 150,000 miles on them.
Yeah, they're expensive. But the prime ones that run around here, you notice how small the wheels are around all? They're tiny wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only thing I've talked to some guys that run those Sprinter vans, primarily the Dodges. They said they're awesome. They're great. They got plenty of room on the inside. They use them for work vans. The only thing that sucks is in the wintertime, they don't go worth a crap. They're front wheel drive and all your weight's in the back. So you're trying to drag that weight and they just don't. Now there is one guy that I talked to. He's actually got a full drive one.
That's what I say.
And he said it's a tank. He said it's better than any pickup truck or anything he's ever had that was four-wheel drive. He said it pushes snow just like, it's going out of style. So, but
well, even you talking about snow now. Even 8-wheel drive, sometimes don't want to go in the snow. If you bobtail and you got no weight in that wagon, you don't it won't never sit there and spin either. You got to look at it that way too.
Yep. Well, it's like I said, those Sprinter vans they're front wheel drive. So you figure you put a couple of tons worth of tools and stuff in the back of them. It's like pulling a heavy trailer, and there's not enough weight up on the front end to pull them through the snow and mud. So be great around here in the summertime. I mean, yeah, no big deal. But in the wintertime or wet season, I just prefer to have the rear wheel drive.
Hey, there's no different than driving the old when I was a mailman. Those LLVs, those suck in snow. Those things can get stuck in a mud puddle.
Mm-hmm. Somebody told me
that somehow you got.
Somebody told me that you can't.
Go ahead, Dad. I'm sorry.
I'll say somebody told me that you can't buy the old mail vans and stuff anymore.
No, they're crushing the LLBs. They're not, and that don't make no sense at all because I know people would buy them. I would buy one. I think they'd make an awesome mini camper, but nope, they ain't. They are not selling those.
Even the little ones that just do the small routes.
Nope.
They're destroying all of them. They're decommissioning them, and then they crush them.
Yep.
They're not even pulling them off. They're not even putting them into like a junkyard where they could pull parts off of them.
Nope.
To reuse.
Nope.
Because I've seen a couple of them. I've seen a couple of them larger mail vans that would be a pretty slick little ride to have.
Well, if you get caught with one, if someone sells you one, the post office will come to your house and take it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I mean, they'd be a cool little ride.
Well, that used to be the way they did car haulers. You couldn't buy the whole car hauler. They cut it in half, and you had to get somebody to go weld it back together so you get it home to actually put it together back home. That's the way they had it set up back in the old days. Now, I mean, anybody can buy a car hauler now, but
yeah.
And that's back when it was 45 feet, and they were stretching them to 48, and then they went from 48. They started stretching them to 53s, 50s and 53s. Georgia would pull a tape measure and heartbeat on them when they come up through that down through there if we had too many cars on the back of it.
Well, I actually seen a hot shot trailer. They're usually like three car trailers. This one was 4.
Yeah, 3 across the top and 1 in the belly.
Yeah.
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 And they're doing it all with 1-ton trucks. I mean, taking freight from the big boys.
Well, that one I seen was a 5500 Ram. It was a pretty sizable truck, but I knew a couple guys that. Well, the one guy had a drop deck. He would haul cars. He could only haul 2 of them legally. lengthwise, but the other guy had a drop deck trailer and he had a car trailer, and whichever way he needed to go, a couple months he would haul drop deck stuff, and a couple months he would haul cars. So the one guy only did it maybe a year. The other guy did it for a good long while.
Well, if you got hooked up with the right people out of from Florida down there, you'd hauling them snowbird cars back and forth.
Actually, the one guy was hauling them from out west, Iowa, Arizona, Utah, Texas, western half the country, and he got paid good money. I mean, big time.
Well, they used to pay good money, but you ain't no telling what you had in the car or what you was hauling. I mean,
well,
we might have been the biggest cocaine cowboys that ever lived back in them days. I mean,
most of the stuff he was hauling was from auctions.
Yeah, well, I mean, we haul that's what we usually haul down or something from auctions or.
Yeah, he would his car trailer you could actually get some freight on, or whatever, and he would find stuff to haul out, and then he'd go to like he'd be hired, I guess, to haul like 3 cars back from Arizona, and usually all 3 cars went to the same place. He said the one that sucked the most, he went from right outside Las Vegas clear up into Maine. He got paid almost $800 a car, but he said that still didn't. That just covered his expenses and shit to make that long of a trip.
They used to pay that out of Florida to back up to New York. They used to pay that for a car.
Yeah.
Back, that was years ago. I mean, they still. But we hauled the same doggone Jaguar 3 times back to New York. Back to New York. And the last place we ended up hauling that sucker, they had to jump it off. I mean, it was 600 some miles down. I mean, we'd take the miles off the car, we'd mile and serial number so we know which cars we had, and we'd take the miles and serial numbers off of them. Then I'd look back on the paperwork. When we get back, and the old man said, "Is that the same Jaguar we hauled last time?" Yeah, sure is. It's got 12,000 miles on it now.
I was good friends with a guy that he'd go to Sturgis every year, did for years, and he'd always trailer his bikes out. Well, the one year, there's like 8 or 9 of them that was going, and so he had a big enclosed trailer, and they loaded all the bikes on them and went out, and some other people started hearing about it, and so he actually bought a bigger trailer, and it would pay for his trip to Sturgis, gas, food, lodging, everything, and make a profit for him to haul motorcycles from Ohio, Pennsylvania, or wherever, that way. But he did it for like 3 years. Then like the 4th year, it got to be such a pain in the ass. He would contract to haul them out, but he's like, these are the 2 days that I'm going to be there, because he parked about 5 miles outside of town. He found a farmer that he could park his truck and trailer on. He said, these are the 2 days, and these are the times that I will be at the trailer. Be there, pick your bike up. He said, it's yours for the week. He said, these are the 2 days that I am loading up. This is the day I'm leaving. He said, if your bike is not there, if you are not there, it will not get hauled back. He had people calling him mid rally hey, I finally made it. Can I get my bike? No, I'm drunk. I'm not going out of town here to for you to get to your freaking motorcycle to, I've been here, too bad. And he had some people that got kind of pissed off, but he's like, I'm here to enjoy myself. I'm doing this as a courtesy to you hauling your bike out, so you don't have to trailer it. You don't have to ride it, blah, 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 so he, he would still have a trailer for, he did it for like 10 years. And finally he's like, nah, he said, I'm done with this. Cause he had insurance and everything on him and, just like a regular hot shot. But,
I picked up, I had one, I went all over, I picked up a load of Polaris, Polaris and Victory motorcycles back in them days. They own Victory motorcycles. Well, I get back down running all my stops down through Carolina, down through the Carolinas, and it's on Friday afternoon, and they said don't deliver that last motorcycle on that trailer. The man's check bounced. And so they said, "Well, hold tight now. We're trying to find a place to take that motorcycle." I said, "Well, I know somebody to take it, but I ain't promising. I ain't promising it's going to ever come back. I ain't paying for it, but I know where it can go." Well, they all of a sudden said, "Oh, it's going to Maine." I said, wrong. It ain't going behind this truck. This truck's a Southeast Regional truck. I don't do Maine no more.
Well, he hit every time when he did it, it was all money up front, cash up front, non-refundable. So if he hauls your bike out there and something happens and you don't make it out, or you get out there late and you can't get to pick your bike up and it sits in his trailer all week and he hauls it back, non-refundable. It's all, that
was kind of the way this bike was, but I think a customer ordered it and he backed out of it at the last second. I mean, I'm sitting there getting ready to turn into the driveway of this place, and they said, do not deliver that bike to that place. And I said, well, where the heck am I supposed to go now? I mean, I'm sitting 135 miles from the house. I said, you ain't going to get it. I'm going home after I drop this something. I mean, so what do y'all want me to do with it? I ended up pulling it all the way to South Carolina behind me and dropped it off at the yard. Somebody else going to take it to Maine. I wasn't about Maine.
Yeah, after like the first year when people found out that he was serious about that, I think he said he only had like one or two guys that had like a family emergency or medical, and they called him and told him, "Hey, I'm not going to make it this year. I had something come up. It's an emergency. Sorry." And he's like, "Okay, cool. At least you let me know. I'll move it to the front of the trailer, and it'll be secure. It's locked up." And but yeah, it just he got older. It got to be too much for him, and he just went back to a small trailer, and he'd trailer like his and his wife's and maybe a couple other people's bikes out, and that's it. And as far as I know, they're still going every year, but so all right, y'all, we're rolling up on an hour. I appreciate everybody that decided to hang out and stay the whole live chat.
And by one, dog.
And you all take care, and we will catch you all on the next one. Have a great week, and see y'all later.
Glad y'all got to see me.
Exactly.